Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are still here in Shapes, the original, the OG Shapes, and having a great time gearing up, getting our chops ready for Shapes 2, which is going to be coming out this year at some point in 24. So that's great. We last episode got a couple shapes going, including this blueprint shape, and we updated this guy here, this red windmill, for the painting and mixing upgrades. So that's coming along, and you can see that's a nice solid belt. I do see that we've got a little skip here in our blueprint shape, and we want that to be a solid belt too. So I did some searching around. This is all good here. It's slow to get down to the end, but that's okay. That's all fine. But you can see here, this is where the problem is. We've got a little hiccup in this. The teardrop shape. And then if you come along, you can see I've got a belt placed the wrong direction there. So that was messing that up. Now we should have a nice solid belt coming out here. And once this is solid, that's going to translate down the line and all the others will be solid. So the math was right, but I just messed up a belt, which I am sure somebody saw. And to that person, I apologize because I know how frustrating that is. You're just sitting there screaming at the monitor. Well, okay. Is that just me? Is that just me? That might just be me. Anyway, we have a new task, and that is going to be a simple purple square with a white circle. So we have purple and white to create. And we've got some, let's see here. Can we copy this entire shape? We can copy it, and it costs 2,000 to stamp it down. That's pretty expensive since we only have almost 4,000 of these shapes to spend. So that's good to know. We are probably gonna do it. All right, and so then we also have our purple. Where's purple? I know, didn't we? We're mixing purple somewhere. I thought we were. Yep. There's purple, purple, purple. That is coming in right here. Oh my God, this is so ancient. Okay. Wow. This one is very chaotic too. That's okay. So one thing we can do in some of these older builds is we can come in here and we can clean things up. So we can do that. 5 extractors. Boom. See how much nicer it is here on the left versus this on the right? It is. There we go. Get things cleaned up. Why not? And also, I believe this next level we are coming up to is 13. And then after that, I don't know if we have to go through 14 without using the other rotator, or if we get it at the start of 13. So looking forward to that. Look at this. It's just it's so painful. I have to do it. Okay. So that's where we want to feed it to. Okay, so now we can take these guys and use them to clean things up. Boink, boink, boink. Oh, no, don't need you. Okay, this. We'll go to there. And again, this we could clean up too because we could clean up all that. Okay, this is much better. Oh, let's see, still mess it up. All right. So this is a purple build. Let's see how much it costs us to copy this. Copy at 600. Okay, so that's not too bad. All right, so we need this near a square. Near a square that also has red and blue. Okay, so that's gonna be our purple maker over here. Then we need a painter. And you can start to see the speed change once you have these new tools. So I'm going to copy just this part of this. And you can see the cost. And eventually you start just not caring at all about the cost. I'm going to rotate that. Those color doodles are going to come in this way. That's going to make a nice little purple square. The reason I only copied part of that was because we were using the old mergers. So we're going to update these mergers. All right, so shapes are going to come in at the top, colors coming in at the bottom. Oops, but not there because we didn't copy this. And that was on purpose. Okay, so coming in one line below that. Yep, that's good. Okay, and again, doesn't matter what order we feed them in. So we're going to get that going. Then we've got blue here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, I should have done that way. That's all right. So I'm just going to make a little bridge, a tunnel, rather. And feed those in. All right, and then just need some squares. Excellent. There are our purple squares. Now we're going to need white circles. So there's circles, and here is all of our other colors. So what we could do is we can feed them in and do all that transformation up over here, including the painting, which is going to be the same as this. So now we can copy this whole thing. Because it has the correct guys on the bottom. So we'll start easy. Oops, nope. And boop, boop. Just feed those circles on in. Now let's go get our very expensive white maker. Yep, 1900. And that's going to go over here. Yeah, it's going to feed out that way. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. It turned red because we can't make another one of those. But that's going to feed into there. Beautiful. Okay, extractor mania. Then we'll do some red. Then the verde. Oh, yeah, we don't want to run into that. Excellent. Okay, so now we have our purple squares, and this will be our white circles. Another really cool thing on Shapes 2 is that now that this is all hooked up, you would be able to over here see a white circle as the result of what's going to be coming through this path. So it lets you know quicker that, yeah, you set things up the right way. So here's our stackers. I'm just going to copy. And keep in mind that we need the purple square to go in on this lane here. Good, we can afford it. So yeah, that's perfect. Look at that. Love it when a plan comes together. All right, so one thing though is I'm gonna flip this the other way. And again, to save costs, I could have just not copied that part of it. But as I said, eventually it doesn't matter. Eventually you've got a billion of those shapes. Oh, come on, right click. Stop. I keep doing it. Okay. Excellent. That's what we want. Now, here's the thing. As I mentioned last time, we are running out of room with inputs into the old hub here. And some of these shapes, I mean, look at this. We've got 51,000 of those quarter circle shapes. That's because I doubled it up by accident. But we've got 28,000 squares. We've got 30,000 of these. And once we upgrade these to the next level, that'll be 5. I think either in tier 5 or tier 6 is when this all completely changes. We've got more than enough of these to upgrade to tier 6. We've got more than enough of these to upgrade to tier 6 too. So I'm going to say goodbye to this. Which clears up an input right here. And let's see. Nope. One more. Okay, so there we go. We are on our way to bigger tunnels. And I just want to point this out. We do have a solid line of our blueprint shape coming in. Perfect. That's what we want. These guys aren't solid. I'm not super worried about it. I am going to just kill this guy, though. You can go away. Stop. I will stop doing that, but that was a Shapes 2 habit I got into, is hitting that right mouse button to just unselect things, I think. Or maybe another game. I don't know. I don't need to do that. Okay. Oh, look at this. We can upgrade our mixing and painting. And look at that. That third shape is the one we just built. Yay. So that is great. So we are on our way to the next, to getting all the tiers lined up. And then you know what Ozzy Osbourne says, no more tiers. So no, that's not true. There's many tiers here, but that's okay. These are good tiers. These are the tiers we like. Tears of happiness? No, maybe not quite. All right. Sorry. Sometimes I go off on a tangent. This is perfect. We've got a nice solid, but you see how quickly we built all that? My God. I mean, that was taking us, I was having to speed things up. I didn't have to speed anything up because it's just copy paste. Copy paste and then possibly rearrange. One of the things you can do too is you could grab a copy of this and then just paste it off into a section, like create a section over here where you just paste up all of your common blueprints and then name, give it a name like this, blueprint world, and then you can go back to it whenever you want by just clicking on it up here where it will appear. This is our whole world right now. It's nothing. I know it looks big, but it's nothing. So much more we can do. Okay. I'm going to, speaking of things we can do, I'm going to do a little cleanup. In places where we can. Circles, circles. Just get those going. Again, we can clean up all of this. And just make it so much nicer. Arg, why do I keep doing that? And once we, the reason I'm not going to start a whole blueprint land right now is because we don't have our compact splitter. Once we've got the compact splitter, then we can start going wild with saving blueprints. See, now these guys are going to be, see, they were 0.5 items per second. Now they're 0.66 items per second. So that means the next upgrade will probably be 0.75. So they're going to start getting, we're going to start needing less of these to get a full belt. You can see we've got a full belt way down here. So I'm not going to worry about those. Here, what's going on with our spiky blues. Oh my goodness. What's up here? Oh, that's right. It's because we split the paint between that and our mushroom shape. So that's all right. I'll leave it. Not a big deal. All right. Where are we now with our counts? We're halfway there, almost halfway there. Another thing you can do is with, we have all this built out, is that we can double it up. again, you saw how quickly it was to build all this. If you have enough blueprint points, you can just build another whole set and you are going to be good to go. But I'm just going to let that chug along. So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to just kick into quiet mode, and we're just going to speed up a bit here and get to the point where we finish that level off, and then we'll see what's next. Okay, but I'm just going to optimize some stuff in the meantime. Okay. Okay, we are chugging along. I decided to go ahead and double up that cyan production so we could get things coming in solidly. And you can see that now the mushrooms are solid. These stars are solid. Everything is coming in solidly. I also just trimmed up a couple of other things. And we're now over 5,000 blueprint shapes. So we're cruising along on those, which is great. And we are very close to hitting level 14. So come on, baby. Let's get an achievement. I hope it comes in. Otherwise, it's going to be next episode. They are coming in solidly. There we go. Level 13. Excellent. And yeah, it looks like it's not going to be right now. Okay, that's all right. Either that or for some reason we failed the achievement. The next one's fun. That's a little watermelon slice. So, and oh, look at this. So here's a trick. This next one to come in, we don't need to give them a specific number. We just need them to get 8 per second. Now, right now, our belt only does 6 per second. So what we'll want is 2 solid belts coming in. And it's 8 per second, and I think it has to hold that for a period of time. I can't remember. So, excellent. That is going to be using regular green and regular red. And what we can do is just create a circle that's a green circle and then a red circle and get them all stacked correctly, and then cut them in quarters and feed those in. But that said, they need to be going in solidly at least, um, at least one full belt and then one partial belt. So I think we're going to hold that till next episode, and we will get that going. Looking forward to it. Let's check our upgrades really quickly. Everything's coming along. These guys are chunking in there. So as soon as those are in there, then we'll also start working on these shapes, which will get us up to the next upgrade levels on those, and whatever this shape ends up being down here. So we'll make sure now episodes will probably be, each episode will be, make one of this shape and then one of those other shapes to get going. So looking forward to that. So thank you so much for joining. Please subscribe if you haven't, and please toss me a like. And like I said, we're looking forward to Shapes 2. This is all build up for that. Thank you very much. This is Gramps, signing off.